Flame. Thank you so much for listening. Just a little tidbit, we're going to get this jam session started now. I want to give a shout out to Harlem Late Night Jazz. Thank you so much for booking me and giving me an opportunity. And also,
I see a lot of parallels in Harlem and 18th and Vine in Kansas City. And Minton's reminds me of one, not a main focal point, not like the only focal point, but a focal point of the culture in New York's Black American music history. And as someone who is grateful and blessed to have the opportunity to play this music, it is, it's important for me to have to surround myself in these places, even if it's to just be there. A dear friend of mine who lives in Boston, who loves jazz, and she was raised in it. Her mother was a singer. The great Marla Clemon is her name. She told me that I need to come to Minton's when I move to New York, because there is a mural in Minton's that is supposedly still standing from the original one, from when the club, when it was first painted in 1948. And she goes, Morgan, you need to just go and put your hand on that mural. If that's all you do at Minton's, put your hand on that mural. So the first night I came here to support Kevin Oliver's session, after I said hi to McKinley and Atiba and introduced myself to some people, and the session was taking a break, I took a moment and walked up on stage and just put my hand on it to fulfill something that was not just instructive of me, but highly encouraged to just to say I was there, and I touched it, and touching history.
So like the Apollo has that tree.
Right. These are places where my heroes played at. Minton specifically, so many of my heroes in my hometown, like people from my hometown, Charlie Parker. I love hearing, thinking about that Dizzy Gillespie was here, and the biggest one for me is this is where Thelonious Monk got his start. And Thelonious Monk is the architect of bebop harmony, and as many know, and Monk was also someone it took a long time for me to fall in love with, and his music, when it finally hit me, kind of like how when Charlie Parker first hit me, it was very profound, and starting to understand just how steeped in the blues everybody truly is in their musical approach and how they play, at least in the Black American music, idiom. And so to get an opportunity to not only be here and to touch that mural and to just be engaged with the community here, to have my own performances here, and to bring the Flame specifically is a dream come true for me, because not only can I say that I've been on the same stage as Charlie Parker and Thelonious Monk, and put sound to the same walls that I've heard so much in the past. I said to Kevin or someone at the session, I was like, man, if these walls could talk, the stories would be incredible. It'd be so profound.
It's like a black on wall.
It is, it is kind of like that, especially, for the jazz club scene. And so it's an honor and a privilege to be here, and to say that my Manhattan debut with my recording, with my band, my best friends, was at Minton's Playhouse is pretty incredible. And the thing that surprised me, that was even more exciting, I would say, than probably the music, was just how many people came to support. It demonstrates how much this community loves this music, and how deeply ingrained it is in this neighborhood and in this city and in this community. And so it was like and you know, to see a lot of my musician peers be here and have Kevin's support too, and it was just truly wonderful. I had so much emotion. You know, my father, my mom was here, my little brother, my big sister was here. It was a very I wouldn't say coming home event, but it kind of felt like that, because that's what Minton's feels like. It feels like home. It reminds me of Kansas City in a way that no other club in New York does. And so it's gonna, the impact it's gonna have on my career is to be a part of a legacy that is to be a part of that jazz tree, so to speak. You know, a little sprout of me is, you know, just like so many of us, the young lions that are playing here, you know, are starting to sprout on the tree, and it's going to the energy that Minton's gives off. It's going to instill in a lot of musicians just the love for music, and not just the focus on the artist itself, because that is the focus is for us to express ourselves and to express our story however we see fit. But also just to Minton's, whenever I come in here, it feels like everyone is here about the music and nothing but the music. And I like, that gives me chills sometimes thinking about, because there's, you know, there's so many people here that are trying to prove themselves, and so it is it can be a breath of fresh air, and so it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be here.